Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, police promise spectators safe coke games. Free Soul Development told to rectify Malolo mistakes. An SDA to resume normal classes in Term 2.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
The Fiji Police Force has warned drug peddlers not to try and manipulate or take advantage of the thousands of students who will converge on Suva from tomorrow for the Coca-Cola Games. A high number of police officers will be at the Games venue as the youngsters head to Laudala for the biggest athletic games event in Fiji. Meli Tavanga reports.
Recent drug busts around the country have alarm bells ringing for the Fiji Police Force, and with the Fiji finals as usual set to draw a big number of young people, the force stands ready to counter any opportunists. The force has put together a number of operational phases to combat any drug peddling or law breaking during the Fiji finals.
For peddlers that would like to take advantage of the situation, I must warn you, do not ever try and do something, try and peddle drugs or even come in drunk, because we will be taking strict action.
Police officers and even the K9 unit will be stationed at Laudala to ensure the students, all scholars and parents have a safe time at the event.
We give an assurance that we will be out in numbers, and also the conduct of search with our K9 unit on both drugs and explosives. It will be in the brigades.
The force will apply strict action on those found in possession of harmful substances at the meet.
No harmful objects is taken into the gymnasium, and also no liquor. Okay? We are going to seize anything that we see.
About 80 police officers will be deployed for traffic control around Suva area and also patrol inside and outside the ANZ Stadium. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
Police officers have been warned that the badges they wear are not decorations, nor are they a free pass to operate beyond the scope of the law. Speaking at the opening of the new Vale-level police station today, Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama also revealed that complaints brought to his attention include corruption, among other violations of the law. Ali Kimbia reports.
While highlighting the government's effort to modernize the Fiji Police Force, the Prime Minister reminded the officers to step up to their role of upholding the law.
As officers of the law, you are the shield that guards our people from those grave dangers to their safety and security. You can't fulfill that duty while sitting behind a desk or behind the wheel of a lorry.
Vorenge Bainimarama says he will not tolerate selective justice or abuse of authority.
And if you break your social contract, if you use the power bestowed upon you for evil, you will be caught. You will be punished and prosecuted. If you see that behavior carried out by a fellow officer or even a superior, it is your duty to report that crime.
Bainimarama says officers should be mindful of the important role they play in the communities.
No Fijian should live with the terror of thinking their own home may be invaded and burgled. No Fijian should be forced to quicken their pace while walking down the streets because they fear they may be assaulted. No Fijian child should be left vulnerable and exposed to those who wish to harm them.
Government is embarking on building a new Fiji police force on the back of unprecedented investment in officers and set new expectations for the level of service delivered to the public. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama has commended the Fiji Police Force for its hard work to uphold the law and protect all Fijians. Bainimarama says the government's approach to bolster the police force is starting to yield results, as over the last 3 years, crime has decreased by 11%. He says there is a great need to build a robust and modern police force equipped with all the necessary resources to root out crime.
But every Fijian recognizes the need for more work to be done. It seems that every time we open the newspaper, log on to Facebook, or turn on to the news, we are hit with a barrage of despicable stories of rape, of violence, and of drug use. But with each of these stories, there are untold stories of stopped crime and prevented abuse, the unspoken successes of the Fiji Police Force.
Freesoul Real Estate Development Limited has been ordered to rectify the breaches identified by the Environment Ministry for the work being carried out on Malolo Island. Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says the Environment Compliance Inspection carried out in January found that out of the 55 conditions, a total of 20 approvals for land-based activities were breached. Pranita Prakash reports.
All approval notices given to Freesoul Real Estate Development Limited for the resort development project on Malolo Island was cancelled 2 weeks ago.
And following the examination and gathering of evidence, we then asked them that they need to immediately stop work. The environmental impact assessment that was approved has been cancelled, and they are now in the process of, they now have to ensure that those breaches are rectified.
The company has been issued a list of areas which they need to work on.
For example, if there is a loss of mangrove, so in that list that we have given them, we need to plant mangroves.
However, no specific time has been given to the company to rectify their mistakes as yet.
Like I said, there is no fixed time frame yet, but the court order, we are waiting for the court orders.
The ministry warns they will continue to take action against those developers who will not comply with the processes in place to protect our environment. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Vatuvono Adventist High School will remain open for Term 2, but as a private school. The SDA Church says this is in the best interest and well-being of the students. However, parents are still not happy. Eleanor Tarangaivu reports.
A meeting of the Executive Committee of the SDA Church last Thursday reached the decision not to close down Vatuvono Adventist College at the end of Term 1. In a statement this afternoon, SDA Church General Secretary Pastor Joe Talamai Tonga says they will be operating as a private school with a Seventh-day Adventist to be appointed as principal. Majority of the staff will be Seventh-day Adventists as well, and the church says the recruitment process will commence immediately. Student fees will be introduced from Term 2 as the government will be withdrawing its free education grant. Meanwhile, parents are not happy with the church's decision.
We don't agree with that because the government is giving everything free, and to go back to private, the parents have to poke deep from their pockets.
Earlier today, the Parents and Teachers Association met with the Commissioner Northern and senior government officials to discuss their concerns on the school closure and also request for government's intervention to reopen the school and run it as a community school. The planned peaceful protest at the school tomorrow has now been cancelled. Instead, the association has called for a meeting at Lower Village next Thursday. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
Still to come, specialists to speed purchase of biomedical equipment. An alleged child murderer told to find a reliable lawyer. Details after the break.
Dola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
$846 theft cases were recorded in the past 6 years by the Juvenile Bureau Unit, and this has raised alarm bells. Officer in charge, Acting Inspector Emma Mbolatolu, says while most of the cases involve children from broken families, They also serve as a lesson that it's everyone's responsibility to find a solution. Savaira Thumbo reports.
Most of the theft cases received involves stealing food and the circumstances that prompted juveniles to commit the theft.
When we conduct our background investigation on the juvenile, we find that most children that are involved, they come from dysfunctional families. So it's either they have been looked after by their father or by their mother or by their grandparents.
As the largest denomination in the country, the Methodist Church has put in place initiatives to combat the causes of the problem.
Of the Methodist Church here at head office, which has programs about juveniles, and this has been extended to the divisions and the circuits to do some kind of networking.
Bolatolo advises Fijians to support our future generation and do whatever they can to help them refrain from wrongdoing. Saboira Tambua, FBC News.
Delays in the purchase and installation of hospital equipment continues to be an issue for the pharmaceutical and biomedical services. An audit report reveals it took 183 days to install a particular piece of biomedical equipment at the Lambasa Hospital. Sanyani Boiler reports plans have been put in place to address this.
Teams consisting of specialists have been assigned to deal with the purchase, report and installation of biomedical equipment.
It's an ongoing challenge in terms of the delay. There are few factors, contributing factors into the process. We're looking at in terms of how we get the specification right in terms of when the product is being evaluated.
Public Accounts Committee member Aseri Renrondo questioned the pharmaceutical and biomedical services about its standing operating procedures.
Operating theatre and radiology equipment has been previously highlighted by OAG for Lambasa Hospital, where it took longer, as much as 183 days for it to be implemented.
But some of this purchasing was done on a phase method process, whereby some of the items arrived early, the others arrived later, and then the installation was done. So majority of these equipments at the hospitals are now being operating at the moment and are being installed by medical offices as well.
The FPBS is working on a 5-year biomedical equipment replacement plan to fast-track its purchase and installation. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
A 20-year-old woman alleged to have murdered her daughter was today told to find a lawyer who can come to court after her current lawyer failed to make an appearance. Luisa Maria Kumar is charged with 1 count of murder, along with her 28-year-old partner Christopher Narayan. The two are alleged to have killed a 2-year-old girl in Akasi last month. The state today informed the court that they have filed the disclosures, however asked for 14 days to file further information. The matter has been adjourned to May 9th. On the cusp of Easter, a gesture of the season saw some of the staff from Fiji Broadcasting Corporation handing out Easter buns to early morning commuters today. Events team leader Ruby Solanki says the purpose of the event was to spread Easter goodwill. Solanki says people were pleased with receiving additional breakfast buns at several traffic junctions in Suva as well as Lambasa and Nandi. She says this also gave them a chance to promote the company's upcoming events such as Bam Mehedam, where someone will win a 2-bedroom Metframe home, and Rechia Melem, in which the winner will drive away a brand new Hyundai Tucson. Several hundred half-dozen packs of hot cross buns were given away as part of the promotion. Coming up in sports later with Melly, Tiger Woods wins the Masters after a 14-year drought. But first, Rachel is here with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break. Coke Games fanatics in last-minute shopping rush. And in growing Fiji, $6 million investment creates 50 new jobs. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Leading business tonight, the fever of the Coke Games has gripped the entire nation, with many rushing to buy merchandise to support their favorite schools. FBC News visited several retail outlets today, only to find students, parents and old scholars were in a last-minute shopping rush to get their hands on a variety of merchandise. Kelly Badala reports.
The Coke Games is one of the many events most businesses look forward to rake in the big dollars.
The Coca-Cola Games is quite big for us as a business as well, because we are one of the sponsors for Marist, ACS and St. Joseph teams, and we also do the full merchandising. Big schools like ACS, St. Joseph, Marist, they got a lot of old boys, old scholars, and they demand quite a lot as well as the school.
Patel says they supply hundreds of T-shirts to schools depending on their demand, with some T-shirts retailing between $15 and $30.
Schools are performing well, the demand goes up here, especially from the old scholars. You know, they want to wear their school colors.
Ganga salesperson Arthur Vula says students have been turning up in numbers to grab merchandise for the start of the games tomorrow.
A lot of people coming in to buy vest and T-shirt for the cooks to support the school.
Some businesses will be setting up booths outside the ANZ Stadium from tomorrow to sell T-shirt, vest and flags. Kelly Vatala, FBC News.
Tanifa from HFC Bank joins us now with the latest from the money world.
Let's look at the trading on our local stock market last week. 11 listed companies recorded market activity, and 2.3 million shares changed hands in 31 transactions valued at $4.7 million. Amalgamated Telecom Holdings Limited shares recorded a marginal fall of 2 cents, closing the week at $3.28. Fiji Care Insurance Limited shares recorded a gain of 5 cents and concluded at $1.65. Kontiki Finance Limited recorded a 1 cent decline to close at $1.03. Rice Company of Fiji Limited shares rose to $6.65, up 2.31%. Vision Investments Limited shares saw a fall of 2 cents, concluding the week at $4.38. Fijian Holdings Limited recorded a slight decrease of 1 cent per share, closing at $1.93. BSP Convertible Notes Limited increased by $1.20 and to an all-time high of $17.20. Following the trading and price changes, the overall market capitalization declined marginally by 0.27% and ended the week at $3.52 billion. That's a wrap from our local stock market, Naka.
Thanks, Anifa. On to today's exchange rates. As it was set this morning, the Fiji dollar was on the rise against the Chinese yuan and the US greenback. It also made gains against the PNG kina and the Japanese yen. However, there was some slight slippage against the Aussie and Kiwi dollars, as well as the euro. Looking at the commodities market, they were on the descent. Oil prices dropped a few cents, but remained above $63 per barrel. Gold dropped to $1,287 per ounce, and silver closed at $14.94 per ounce. And in growing Fiji tonight, around 50 new jobs have been created following the development of a $6 million hangar in Nandi. Owned by Komakoma Private Island, the investment is important for the resort as they want to provide the best services to tourists. Filipina Caso has more.
The construction of this hangar is in line with Kokomo Island's aim of attracting more tourists into the country and providing state-of-the-art facilities.
So this is an incredibly important positive movement forward, not only for Kokomo and for us as aviation department, but for the whole of the airport. We're moving into different phases of operating, higher levels of operating, and to provide a higher bar.
Being labelled as one of Fiji's most exclusive private resort, the investment by Australian property billionaire Lang Walker on the new hangar will ensure the resort sets a benchmark in the aviation industry.
We are in the process of getting our maintenance facility 145 approval from CAF, being organized this week, and we hope to get everything in place by next week.
For me, for my travels, this was pretty incredible. I was not expecting that when I arrived here. You know, I've worked out of larger operations that don't have this same size hangar. Like, this is a big undertaking, and to see that for what we have is huge.
Currently, the resort has a seaplane and helicopter transfer to the island, which is located in Kandavu. The resort had just opened last year with an investment of over $140 million. Philippa Naikaso, FBC News.
And that's it from Business Tonight. Melly is joining us today with sports.
Good evening in sports tonight. State set for Fiji finals, and Israel Folau faces end of Australian rugby career. Details coming up.
वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
2,500 athletes from more than 150 schools will compete at the Coca-Cola Games at Suva's ANZ Stadium from tomorrow. With less than 24 hours remaining before the biggest athletics event begins, the organizing committee is hopeful for a good outing. Koroi Tandulala reports.
The three-day meet will not only see stiff competition between athletes, but some records are also expected to be broken.
This is going to be one of the biggest and probably the best games ever for us. Every competition we do try and bring in something that is new to the games. For tomorrow, the measurement that is going to be taken for all the field events are not going to be done by measuring tapes, but they're going to be done by surveyors from the Ministry of Land.
Carrying their school's hope and pride, the athletes are ready to do the talking on the tracks tomorrow.
I'm representing number secondary school, and my events are 800 meters, senior grade. And I will be hope to get the gold tomorrow for the number secondary school and be upset just by and ACS.
I'm here to represent all family secondary school, and I'll be taking part in the 100 meter and 200 meter intergirls grade.
We hope to upset ACS and just by.
Some of these athletes will also use this platform as a qualifier to represent Fiji at the South Pacific Games. The Fiji finals begins from 10 a.m. tomorrow. Koroi Tandulala, FBC Sports.
William Churchy from Silla Central High School is being tagged the favorite in the Blue Ribbon Race at the Coca-Cola Games, which starts tomorrow. Churchy has so far clocked the fastest time of 10.84 seconds during the Triple N zone last month. Kulinyor and Rundro of Ratu Kandavu Level School will provide good competition after he clocked 10.98 seconds in the Tailevu zone. Malasembe Tuvusa of Natambua High School, the younger brother of former sprinter Shane Tuvusa, is the favorite from the Western Division. The Blue Ribbon Race runs on Wednesday. The Fiji Airways 7 side hopes for a back-to-back title in Singapore was severed after they lost 2019 to South Africa in an enthralling cup final. The South Africa's 7 side caught up in the second spell, scoring 3 tries to trail in the points difference 17-19, but a final drop goal from South Africa in the 9th minute sealed their win by 1 point.
The tornado! One and shoots off for the line. He's got the toe to go all the way. Mutitu straightening over the top, try Fiji. Arenta, ankle tapped, and has he got pinpoint perfection? It is pure. The bird of Selvin David. 20 straight points.
The Fiji 7 side remains number 2 on the World 7 Series standings despite finishing second in Singapore. Fiji has 142 points and is just 3 points behind series leaders USA. New Zealand maintains third position with 130 points, 9 above fourth place holder South Africa. To book a 2020 Tokyo Olympic qualification spot, the Fiji Airways 7 side will be looking for top finish in the final leg of the World 7 Series. Finishing second in the Singapore Sevens last night, the Gareth Baber coach side takes charge of Pool B of the upcoming London tournament, where they are pooled with Samoa, France and Kenya. Meanwhile, newly crowned Singapore champion South Africa leads Pool A with Argentina, Canada and Japan. England is pooled with New Zealand, Scotland and the unnamed 16th team in Pool C, while USA leads Pool D with Australia, Wales and Spain. The London tournament takes place on May 25th and 26th. The Madhuwata provincial side has recorded its first win in the Vodafone Cup competition after beating Bua 22-18 on Saturday. The weather played a major part in the outcome of the game held at the Vuya school grounds. Eleanor Turangavu has more.
It was an exciting match on a wet and slippery surface. The young Bua side taking on a much more experienced Madhuwata team.
The main issue here today was the weather. We couldn't control the ball. Some moves were spoiled. The main reason was the rain.
The Bua side gave their all in the 80-minute match, trailing 3-12 at halftime, and by 5 minutes to the final whistle, were drawn 15-all with Madhuwata.
We will better our weaknesses in the set pieces and keeping the ball alive. 80% of the outcome today was the ground condition.
But the Red Brigade from Madhuwata showed they were the more experienced team and were too strong for the Bua side, jotting down another 7 points to come out victors.
I've already told the boys, there's one thing that we cannot change during game day is the weather, and it's just playing to the conditions. And I think we have to just stick to the system, and that will help us.
Madhuwata faces Nasino in its second match of the competition in Suva in 2 weeks' time, and Bua faces the Kaunrawe in Savu-Savu. Eleanor Turangavu, FBC Sports.
Wallaby superstar Israel Folau has 48 hours to respond or face being sacked after being served with a breach notice by Rugby Australia over his controversial social media posts. Raheem Sterling scored twice against Crystal Palace to inspire Manchester City to a 9th straight Premier League win after a dominating performance. Man City beat the Palace 3-1 this morning. Tiger Woods wins his 5th Masters green jacket and first major since 2008 after a thrilling final round at Augusta. This report from TV New Zealand on Woods' personal and professional trouble leading to today's remarkable comeback. In today's play of the day, Liverpool's Mohamed Salah scored their second goal in the 2-0 win over Chelsea in the EPL this morning. Salah trapped the ball towards the right-hand flank, cutting into the middle, then arrowing it into the corner of the net from 25 yards. That's it from Sports Tonight. Join Kelly later on with weather, and in the world of the weird and not so wonderful, you can take a look at a skin-crawling moment when a pest controller vacuums up thousands of bees from inside a home. More on this after the break.
Bula, neva ngo malakai leloma, ngo ngai nakas ondo magrong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai lambasa, ya ondo talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Gua do tumeli, ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere maluan.
Neva ngo fane na tao ngo singa toka, kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Media, there's a lot of differences seen between Apple's near Powerbeats Pro wireless earbuds and second-generation AirPods. And let's help you figure out which one is right for you.
Fairly clear skies and warm temperatures marked the day. A few light drizzle was experienced in some areas. Taking a look in the west, it was a humid day which got warmer by the afternoon. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, some sun, then turning cloudy, a shower in places late. And up north, cloudy, occasional rain and a thunderstorm in the evening. At sea, moderate southeast to northwest winds, fresh at times, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 9:19 tonight with low tide at 3:40 tomorrow morning, sunrise at 6:16. For tomorrow, occasional rain, heavy at times and few squally thunderstorms over Vanuatu, Taveuni and nearby smaller islands and Lau Group. Tomorrow's temps mostly ranging in the low 30 degrees range. And looking further on to Wednesday, cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Kelly. And Fiji and Pulse tonight, we asked, who is your bet to win this year's Girls and Boys Division Coke Games?
RKS, because I'm going to support them.
I think Ratu Kandavulevu will take it this year because they took it last year.
For girls, it will be Jasper, and for boys, Latambua.
For girls, ACS, and for boys, Marist.
Chairing the boys in division, Marist is going to take it this year, and girls, ACS.
Marist, our boss team.
I think for the boys, QVS, and girls, Jasper Williams.
For the girls team, I think Jasper will win this year, and for the boys team, it will be Natabua. Yes!
Recapping the main stories for tonight, police promise spectators safe Coke Games, Freestyle Development told to rectify Malolo mistakes, and SDA to resume normal classes in Term 2. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, last week we had asked, do you think the Hong Kong momentum will carry through to victory in Singapore? 51% said yes. This week we're asking, should secondary school athletes be given more support? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day, the Singapore Sevens fever gripping our parliamentarians, local government minister Pramila Kumar and opposition MP Rote Mumukepa enjoying the tournament over the weekend. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.